They rescue the one meaning of rescue. You want to press people, you're no book. Show me the meaning of rescue. To save somebody, the meaning of rescue.
To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you're a poor people, rescue me, save. But we the old people, rescue the meaning of rescue. That can't help me while in the water. But Jota Bagara can't tell you in the water. He can't put one neck in the water but to kill on more than this. You know they get people, the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't in 1 year. Where will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Mane.
Patience Mane. You sell in the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling at
Yes. No market. Can't get some. I go look for Yansison.
You go look for the market, you see so?
I see food called the food press. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another press. When you come, you buy a different press. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on my. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What is to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy the 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you keep to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend there, they're not bringing nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor burner running? They want not doing they want. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to scare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of all we not got more from the South God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children run to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we're not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to zoom in. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of zooming.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the zooming and the bringing Jota Bagara drink. Because we are trying to sell our kush. But now the zooming. When you say I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please. We the parent about boys children. We ask him to please help us to make our children to leave zooming. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back. Hata. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should wear stuff. They should become go over there, go over that one. Other thing they do. But what police people home king? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't let Napa. Tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So we should tell our president to help with the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God a great for we don't let you tell what take you for. But money ain't the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there,
we were selling fat because what we used to come do when they say what they used to have. They government promise us that we suffering. Marketeers, you're suffering. We're coming to rescue you. And easy with someone all we believe it because we're ungrateful and bad. And you know what I'm saying? So we follow behind the deceitful government before he power. The government say we go in power, everything collapse for us, from all we single parents. That business we do to see our children to school. That business we do, our children they back. For nothing the government say, hey, boy, even when you say something, you shut them on a rap. That no way to get us out of the country now. The country lack. Say Joseph, you want to work and say, oh, the country is lack. The country lack to the estate salary market that used to be back Saturday. When you come, you will take running for you. Wait, first the road, you will not hear anybody come.
So you mean you take the paper and the government to be a debtor?
Yes, because nothing is improving. We see all going back. They're not buying our market. He promised all that we win power. He made sure we will sell. Even when we're not selling to him upon time. Yeah, now since he think, oh, my brother, I tell you truth, I'm not just talking because we don't want to vote for him.
You mean you voted for Boakai?
Yes.
You better to get a change.
Yes. And you see, and we voted for him that we see that, you know, because they told us that, even when we can't say, yeah, it was not enough for us. It will be better more than that. So, so President said, when I for our eyes, when he win power, thing will be fine. We'll jump behind me. I will get my own group over 278 women.
Amen.
On the market. I provided food. Going to campaign, I provided food. I said, get my blessing for them. But then we wait for them, just the waste.
Amen.
No improvement. See, I can see my bed. Hey, see,
plastic. Instead of money,
instead of money. Can't use to get them. When they do they want, maybe you'll say, I money over back. They want. They see, nothing. Before they say the money over.
So our man, how you see the past and we are past administration and the current administration?
Let God forgive me. Let we are God forgive me. 100,000 millions not better. Get now.
So you once voted for President Weah.
Yes,
what is the message now for Weah? What is the message?
If he not put himself, but I noticed that he will not even put himself together. And I can't we talk. What we talk is just our own. What he decided to do that, but now they not there for road, one day for master. Every road have the end. He's very wicked. He suffer with a single parent.
Who wicked?
Boakai, Joseph Human Boakai is very wicked. The promise that he gave with a single parent, and what he doing for us? School fee very tough. Then we can say no way. Material is supposed to trade. Did material need for one day? Because now you get rack to pay. I think you have to pay the school fee. Yeah, we cannot buy nothing. So what the improvement? So if he not think for God, the way he fool all the day, I'm sorry for him tomorrow. And the next year I get.
Your name?
My name is Weah.
Weah. Your last name Weah in go against.
But I voted against my own husband against him because I put people marry me. When the way they put in a sweet talk, I just imagine. Banjo for what fee one carry my group on a ring for Boakai. What the improvement? They women pay me. After that can be everything. He black me one call you. I tell you truth. And I just say because I want to do all they say, yeah. If you don't want to say that they good. But they promise they want to make for all we win it, we run the campaign, everything they win. Winning market here we get in the photo. Zero send up for you will not pay on their jet fire now. I just say no.
So Alma, let's talk about the development that the president are doing, breaking houses and all the name of development.
They government, I tell you, government to be Facebook government.
Facebook?
Yes, internet government because they say they carry on development. We can see it. When you ask, they say go on the internet, go on Facebook, so that Facebook government will not see the reality yet. Only on the internet will go. And you facing the city. I will be the true lady waiting. I see the city facing. But when we talk, they say, see the hospital may break. Just go on Facebook, you see, so that Facebook government and internet government, I will go there for you for. The reality can be showing even on Facebook will go before we see it. And I see no development. No development I see. They see all parties say when I beat and they see all parties beating. Okay. And I see no development.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So let's talk to our hello.
Yeah. I think you will see me. Yeah, Joe, we are there. And you see the sample of me. And you see there. I Joe, we are there. 2005. I was talking, you want to be getting on that. Hey, Papa, you think about it.
Who the Papa?
Joseph. JMP. JMP, you got it off, but we're not that. We pray God to see to let on that. We just want to let on that. Now, Papa, we will pick it up. We will see a breaker. We will pick it up. We will pray for that. Because Papa, we came up. I never seen wicked person like that before. So we're all right. So we're all right. The past president all right. But Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai. that podcast. We get to the SA to the Liberia people. You get forget, and then you again, say I got nothing like that. Nobody. When you say this like this, the papa get forget. I will go with George, man. They will drag him. Oh my God!
Don't cry now. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Will I forget you? Will I forget you? Joseph, will I forget you?
So, how the business?
I think it's the same money I will trade it. Same money I will say that they're not buying it. So I expect my name to go eat. They're not buying. They made a coffee half. They take it to the 2 million buy it. They be cheese in Isa. In bag. How much cheese? When I put cheese, I get the chimo, everything is up. Then it's not bread suffering. Money lost it here. I was inside the market.
So how you see the past administration? How you see former President George Weah past administration and current administration?
So yeah, George Weah, while starting the market, I said for far there, and I said for far there, but no business. When you waste the market, that way you're wasting in the money for in the money. In the net, that's in our diet. We go about 1,800. Now you get it. How many you get it? Will pay your children. To pay your children's school, to pay my children's school fees free of charge. But now nothing. They not easy my song. I talking that won't cry again. They not easy. They not easy. Our children suffering. Children forever. All red. It was all red. It was all red. They knew my one said nah. When George Jack I said I will protect. I will protect.
Wow.
I will protect. He just
protest for what?
To bring up a thing down.
We will not allow small market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies just go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people.
Please
And that's what we here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You see a Liberia that will give you hope. You see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the car because
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, as always, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. We want to use this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you that have been very supportive to what we do. We want to say thank you so much for the confidence reposed in us. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you. As usual, we ask that you hit for us the share button. Please send us some, heart sign. Send us some thumbs up emojis. And these thumbs up emojis that you are going to send, they are very important. They help us. They help to keep the platform alive. They help to protect the platform. And as you share, it also gave a positive impression of the platform. Because, anytime we mount this podium, there are people who are reporting the page. There are people who are sending stuff and saying all sort of things about what we do here. But again, we want to say we appeal to you to please send the like sign, hit the heart sign, and that will actually help. For those of you who are doing that, we want to say thank you for your continuous support. We are grateful. I want to use this occasion to welcome each and every one of you. My brother Frederick W. Cole, thank you for joining us. Alex Dennis, we want to appreciate your presence. Sir H. Johnson Sr., thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. All of you that are joining us from across the platforms, we want to say thank you so much. I want to say thanks to Joseph. Yeah, thank you so much. Binda, we appreciate you. Moses Johnson, thank you so much. I want to welcome every one of you. Every one of you. You wonderful people. I want to welcome all of you. All of you are highly welcome. I appreciate you. joining us from every parts of the globe. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Titus Masekwe, I appreciate you. All of you who are joining us. Please, when you join us, please do us a favor to protect the video. Please send us some thumbs up or send us some heart emojis, send us the love emojis so that at the end of the day, our video can be protected by people who are reporting it. So please do us that favor. So all of you are welcome. Joel, thank you so much, Honorable Parker. We appreciate your presence, Joel Parker. Salome Weeks, how are you, Mama? Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you. Sal Melvin Favor, thank you so much for your presence. It's been a while. I hope you are doing great, well, and fine, my brother. I want to thank Rosaline. Thank you so much, my own lovely sister, Rosaline Tene May. Thank you so much, Sister Tene, for your presence here. I really do appreciate you. Lawrence, how you call? You are highly welcome, my brother Lawrence. Thank you so much for joining us. Mike, how are you, Mike? Thank you so much. Mike, Zara, thank you so much. We do appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Fellow Liberians, as usual, just hit for us the share button. It's going to be very, very interesting today. It's going to be very wonderful. Join us, hit for us the share button, and let's have a very, very wonderful time. Thank you so, so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. At this time, we want to welcome our people. My brother Frank, how are you, sir? Sorry, you are on mute.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Unmute
doing this.
yourself.
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Good.
good.
That's the Omar, man.
Oh, she's doing fine. I mean, I think today her day off. She's all stay in her room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you that I got information that there will be protests in front of your house. Oh. They say the women in how you call in that area there, they see they coming protest. You must start eating the Omar food. They too, they want call for you too. So I don't even know how you manage it here.
I mean, let
That will
them
be
come. I mean, they are welcome. I mean, they can come. At least it will give me the opportunity. I mean, to how to call this? It will give me the opportunity to pick what I want. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got
I'll
to
be
post the coming protest. You see, every time when the eye say, oh, the Omar Ozer, you can say, oh, yeah, anyway, the Chemo Ozer, what are you? So I know, but anyway, at the announcement I gave to the public, people say they coming protest.
hey, see, right here, right? I'm single. So I mean, come ready.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I had felt like the man riding BMW, the latest 2024 model. So, the man is good. So, take a shot and that's it. That single man, we're making the announcement official, single man. Oh, my brother Jake, how are you, Chief? How are you, sir?
Yes, salute to you and salute to Frank. Thank God for everything. And to the follower, thank God it's Friday. Y'all have to share this video, TGIF. Y'all please
Yeah.
have to share the video to thousands of people. Let the message go. The message going. Because I listened to you all today. The president, what going on in the country, the president listening to radio station, listening to Facebook podcast, especially Abraham Gosling William. So the president know what's going on in the country.
Sure, definitely. I want to welcome Honorable Samuel Tapla. Thank you so much, Dad, for joining us. We do appreciate your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. I want to welcome my own love, Otalia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Monjiro, for joining us. Jones, how are you? Thank you so very kindly. Sir Ace Johnson Sr., all of you. Man Noai, destined for greatness. Child, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate your presence, all of you. Thank you so very kindly. So, we want to start with the very first discussion, which is something that we are grateful of. His Excellency President Dr. George Manning Weah has been appointed by the world governing body of football, that is FIFA, to serve as the head of a 16 members panel to address the issue of racism in football, that is in the world. So, His Excellency President Dr. George Manning Weah is going to lead 16 men to discuss on the issue of racism in the football arena. My brother, I want to start from you, Jake.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this particular appointment? How do you see it? What impact has it on the Liberian people, on Liberia, on Africa, and the world over? Let's hear from you, sir, within the
It's
next
a good,
2 minutes, 30 seconds. Go
yes,
ahead, sir.
yeah, it's a good news for the country and for Africa. For me, this is not strange to me because if Liberian people follow his story, he even he member of FIFA. The president FIFA boss from Italy, Infantino, is a personal friend to George Weah. The president Sir Blatter also, and the present president from Italy is a personal person to George Manuel Weah. So this is not a strange thing. It was a good news for the African continent. Drogba also on the list. So good news for the continent Liberia. I don't know how the other people will take it because the country divided. I don't know how they will take it, but it's a win for us. They can change. If you can remember, if you follow your football history at that time, he had some racist abuse before in competition, especially the famous one in Portugal, where he got angry and reacted with Costa way back during those days. And they never awarded him the second world best. He took the first world best. He was going for the second turn now. Then on the tunnel, they had a dispute. He insulted him, calling, I don't want to say that warrior, the end war, other war concerning the black people. So he got out of character at that time. He reacted, started denying the second world best. So we know the history, the reality, that the fact. And today they awarded him. He did a lot of job in Europe. He represented our country. He put our country. I told people in modern history that only two popular men in the Republic of Liberia, you like it or not, outside of the country, all around the world. When you talk about Liberia, most people don't know Liberia, but when you call George Weah name, and then you call Charles Gange Taylor name during no time, they will recognize our country. So he been flying our flag. He put our country on the map. He took the national team to African Cup of Nations before, I think two times. So he did. He contributed to the Liberian soccer arena, the football body. He contributed. He sacrificed his endorsement. If you can still remember Liberians, Deodora, when Ben Johnson was banned from doping, because Ben Johnson was one of the first black men to be signed by Deodora during that time. Then when they formed Ben Johnson, they got him caught on that doping scandal. The next person came along with George Manuel Weah, Deodora contract. They in that contract, in his contract, he included Liberia in his contract. Now, when way back Lone Star days, you will see Liberia wearing a deodorant, but he included Liberia. You are not serving included Liberia. So before he took part in politics, he been contributing to Liberia progress. So even one of the famous things that Liberia people forget, remember the late Samuel Doe gathering money to pay the Liberian people debt, American people debt. He contributed. The newspapers are there, the headlines are there. You can go dig it up. So it's a unique person. For me personally, it's not strange for me. If I can still remember the Ballon d'Or that were awarded, the last Ballon d'Or to the Man City player, he awarded that Ballon d'Or. The same dropout was on that particular podium again. So these people have affiliation with FIFA war. And you're making millions of dollars at that time. Then again, another assignment again, you were making millions of dollars again to help to build a CDC compound. So it's a good news for Liberia. It's a good news for the CDC people that are supporting. Because when you on that kind of boat to start racism around the world, FIFA is $1 billion. If you look at the budget of FIFA, heavy is $1 billion industry for the footballing government body is $1 billion. So you were raking your own amount, you were raking your own money. Then that money will have to, it will have to at least you contribute. The president will put enough money on the CDC headquarters. So that what I have to say for now. So win for the country.
Wow, it's a win for the country. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. My brother Frank, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah is going to head a 16-man panel as head to discuss the issue of racism in sports and the world over. Let's hear from you. What is your take on this?
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. Before I can even talk about that, we must say something about the current president of Liberia. Where he said, he's listening to, other podcasts of such, and also the King's FM, right? It is very difficult to ignore the truth, and that is why he listened to it, even though he may want to. But it is difficult to ignore the truth because they know what we say on this platform and on other platform. It is a truth that they cannot ignore. But again, I just thought to put that in there before we can get into the discussion. Let me say this. For those of you who are meant to believe that President Weah is what some people have described, and you are listening to those people, the truth here is some of you will become a failures in society just because you are not listening to the right people and you are listening to the wrong people. What is it that in your own mind you will look at a man, forget about the presidency, right? But you will look at a man like George Weah, a man who has success story. And somebody will come and tell you about this man negatively, knowing very well that we live in a technological world, that you yourself can go and use your phone. I don't know why you got a phone for. I don't know why you pay internet bill for. You can use your phone and get on the internet and follow the track record of this man, right? And this man will inspire you to become who you want to be. This man will give you hope. All right? This man will give you life to sustain, to hold on. There is something called hold on. You will soon get there. This man's life story will inspire you, will give you hope, will give you strength, will give you courage. To say, if this man came from this place where there was no hope, he did not come from a background where there was everything laid down for him. No. All right? He fought for it. And he took it and used it. He saw every opportunity. All right? Now, this man, how did he get here? He had role model. Who were those role models that this man followed? Because this man was once in a position that I am today. But how did he get there? So if he was once in a position that I am today, that also means I can be like this man or I can be more than this man. But you people are sitting there and somebody will come and tell you all kind of negative stuff about this man. Meanwhile, the person that is describing this man negatively, this person is not even a role model that you're supposed to follow. Now, why am I doing this? Why am I saying this, folks? Liberian like I said, let's put politics one side, right? And discuss success here. Because we are discussing success. This man is a success story that you, Liberian, need to follow. All right? Need to understand this man. Now, this was the man that said, in fact, President Weah said this. He said, if it is not because of you, it is not because of the history of this country that you are being, all right, subjugated. You are being stepped on. Opportunity have been denied. Opportunity that should have been given to you, all right, for your children, generation upon generation, have been denied in this country. Century, how they call it, decades have been denied. I am here to show you the way, to give you those opportunities, right? And he said, if it was not because of the love and vision for country, don't you think I would have stayed in Europe, making my money, even though I retired from football? This is an example, folks. This man is no longer the president, but see the position. Do you know how many soccer players, how many world legends, in soccer, in the world, that they left and they called this man? You know what they call him? Because of his track record when he was playing, even on the field of play. This man served on the United Nations. This man controlled the United Nations, so to speak. This served on a board. This man served the world. This man led the world when it comes to peace, when it comes to security, when it comes to stability. This man led the world. This man spoke to places, higher places. This man represented the world. This man spoke about peace to places and peace. Even Liberia, he spoke about peace and family. Peace came. And this is a man that you, Liberian, people are making you to hate. People, instead of you using this man as an inspiration, you are missing the map and following or listening to people who will not do anything or will never be, will never do anything of benefit in your life. Now, let me say this. You know, the last time they said it was all on Facebook when Boakai came here, our own president came here, and Donald Trump played for all of him, right? Because he played for all of himself. And they said, oh, Liberia is on the map for investors because Donald Trump have recognized Liberia president as a president that can speak English. Can Boakai speak English more than Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? Can Boakai speak English more than Astero? There were other African leaders, Liberian leaders, St. Joseph Jenkins Robert. Are you telling me those are one everything? Boakai or can speak English more than them? Why Liberia was not on the map in terms of development, in terms of recognition? Why Liberia was not there? You know, folks, listen to me. President Weah continue, all right, to put Liberia on the map, even though with the current president, Liberia have been looked at in a very negative way because we have a government, we have a leader who is putting Liberia negatively on the map, as we can see every day in the country. But here it is, a man that where credit is supposed to be due and credit is not given up to him, but he's still carrying Liberia. He's still putting Liberia out there and making people to recognize Liberia. Because I can tell you, again, this is another opportunity because everything that this man will do when he go out there, he's not going to say, I'm coming from America, I'm coming from, how they call it, Canada, or I'm coming from whatsoever. It's going to be, I'm coming from Liberia. And it's going to be, that's the former president of Liberia. It's going to be, that's the man, he's from Liberia, who won the world best. Again, this is a man that have been selected again to lead the war from Liberia again. This is how this man continues to put Liberia on the world map. This is how this man continues to sell Liberia because he is a leader. When he speaks, people listen. Because this man will speak again, the world will listen, Liberian. Don't take President Weah for granted. This man is the man, the only man that we Liberian can look up to, the only man that we can be inspired by, we can see and say, you know what, I can be inspired by this man here, this is Ronaldo, not somebody like Boakai, who have no history, who have no impact in Liberia. Folks, we have a leader of our time, and George Weah is that leader of our time.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. You know, with this issue of the appointment of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, for me, it is not a strange thing. And the reason for which it is not really strange is because if there is anyone in the world that have experienced, that have faced the toughest of time in their career, President Weah will be among the first batch of those individuals. If there are people in the world today who were pushed, who were intimidated, who were denied, who were pressed down, who were suppressed in their field of career, despite of their excellent performance, despite of their discipline, despite of their patience, if there is anybody in the world that was pushed to their elastic limits, it was President Weah in his career. At the time President Weah played soccer, it was a toxic moment in the world over. People did not believe that a black man could ascend to that particular level, especially coming from a country that don't even have straight football field. Let's put it this way. President Weah is one of those in his own career that faced humiliation, disrespect, abuse, and etc. But President Weah did not allow the abuse, the intimidation to define him. That is who we call a leader. He did not allow the pressure to define who he is. That is a leader. President Weah's story is the story of Africa. It's the story of the black man, the true story of the black man. President Weah's story is the story of kings. It's the story of suffering. It's the story of neglect. The story of humiliation. The story of perseverance. The story of triumph and success is President Weah's story. That is President Weah's story. For President Weah to be nominated as the head of this particular committee speaks volume of our nation, Liberia, and as us as a people. Today, what we are observing, what we are seeing, did not just happen because of President Weah playing on the field. He exhibited exceptional excellence while playing on the field. His discipline is unmatched to any other person that have touched the pitch with football. Today, this is something that we should celebrate. It's something, look, this award or this particular prestigious position or this particular, opportunity that have been given to President Weah, don't just look at it as a President Weah thing. Look at it as an African thing. Look at it as an African thing. If there is any person in the world, in their own career, or any group of people that have suffered humiliation, are Africans. Are Africans. Even on the football field today, presently as we play, there are still issues, especially with the African players, as compared to their European or their world counterparts. FIFA has been looking for somebody who will be able to serve as a mediator, as a catalyst to unite, to speak against the ills. Somebody who will be a picture. When you look at that person, the person face alone can narrate the story of peace, the story of war, the story of uniqueness, why we must be together in this sporting arena. That's President Weah. When you look at him, his face explains the story of what he faced on the football field. Today he passed around with broken bones. Some people don't know. Today he walking around with some broken pieces on him from the field. Today he has mark on his body, not because he went to do something different, but on the field of play. During his era, he stood up for so many black people, so many black brothers. During the era of President Weah, you know the people then that President Weah recommended that today they are professional. I heard of this guy, how you call this guy from Sierra Leone, Kalon, Mohammed Kalon. Speaking of President Weah, my head rose at that time. The man said, when I was looking for an opportunity, when nobody could help me, it was George Weah. Somebody who don't know my pa, who don't know my ma, who don't even know my village. But when I called my name and I told him that I was Mohammed Kalon from Sierra Leone, he said, you are my brother. I will make a way for you. The name of President Weah was the name that many people rode on to prominence, even though some of them they squandered the opportunity. So for President Weah to be elected or to be selected on this particular team, it speaks volume. Again, President Weah is putting Liberia on the map. People recognize him for his area of expertise. They recognize his leadership ability. For you to be down there, you're going to go kick football. You are going to use your leadership ability. That's why when I hear people saying, oh, well, you know, the football are the main area, so in that bar, but president is not the main area. You think what you're going to use on our panel? You think that all cop is going to be there? He going to bring sense to the discourse. That's what makes him to be leader. He's going to play a leadership role. He's going to direct. He's going to guide. He's going to manage resources. The man will be managing billions of dollars. He will be managing billions of dollars. He will be bringing people together. Even off the page, he is still recognized as a leader. Some of you don't even know. Some of you try to tell, oh, the man, a football player, this, that. You think, look, football is scientific in nature. Some of you don't know this. In football, they have leadership in football. And I tell, for example, those of us in the teaching field, when you go to school, they get different areas. They get school administrator. You can get degree in school administration. They get area of specialty, classroom management, curriculum development, and etc. etc. So the position that he is at is not a position where you will be kicking free time ball, not free time ball you will be kicking. It's the position that you will be making decisions for Africa and for the world. It's a place where he will be bringing people together. He will be strategizing means and ways to see how best to make football better. That individuals who are playing the sport, that they can be protected. The world is looking at this man for the protection of many marginalized people, especially people of color. My people, this calls for celebration. This calls for national holiday. This that President Weah have won is not for President Weah alone. It is my story. It is the story of the common man. A man who came from a country that he even get no straight football fee. But look at this man today. He is representing millions. This man will be speaking for the African continent. He will be speaking for the European continent. He will be speaking for the continents of the world. He will be bringing people together. And you'll see what we're talking about. You'll see what we're talking about. This is leadership. Down there, he will be using his leadership ability to bring people together. His peaceful nature to mitigate between people of different colors. Is this not a victory for us as Liberians? Forget about the politics. But this should be celebrated by every Liberian, whether you are Unity Party, you are working a party, all of us should celebrate this because Liberia again is on the map. Liberia is on the map. Liberia is on the map. When they call in nations around the world, the name Liberia will be mentioned. President Weah continue to project Liberia as the Mecca in sport for Africa. Some of you will overlook it. But look, there is going to come a time where people will troop in Liberia to go and see that place. Look, let me say this today. I don't know, but something is coming, and let me say this today. Those of you that are living in Gibraltar, a time will come in Liberia. You will be proud of that place. You need to even enter Gibraltar, it will be war for you to enter there. Because a time is coming that a particular area of Gibraltar will be preserved. Not by you only Liberian, but by the world. I can tell you this. Look, let me say this, let me prophesy this. I'm giving you keep this one, whether it be a 10-year or so. A time is coming in Liberia where certain portion of Liberia, that place they call Gibraltar, certain portion will be protected by the world. The world will protect it. UNESCO will protect that place. You know, there are some sites in the world that are protected by UNESCO, right? They get UNESCO sites, historical sites. There will come a time that place you call Gibraltar, the house that President Weah was in, that field that you see, that field that he built in that particular Claratan there, young survivor, those places will be protected because people will move from around the world to go see the place that this great sun is coming from. People will leave from around the world and they will troop to Liberia. Then the way today you're seeing people trooping to Israel. They say they're going to go see graveyard and all the other things. The way today people are trooping to Mecca to go and pay homage or whatever to the sacred stone. There will be a time people will troop to that Liberia for this name called Weah. Those of us that are living in this generation of President Weah, let us make the maximum use of it. Because a time will come that Liberia, people will troop to that place and say, we want to see where that man coming from. The story of President Weah, the election of President Weah, this is to tell you that the people have been following his record. Then you jump on one morning and say, but they have been following his record. They know that he's a man of peace. Because when you own that committee, you'll be mitigating issues. There are going to be issues. People will feel disenfranchised. You will sit down, you will talk. People who are then, ostracized. People who have been stepped on, you will sit and talk. They follow his track record from the presidency, the way he led as a president, keeping that country safe. And why they look at and they have trust and confidence in him. They say, you can do this. You are best suited for it. Liberia is on the map. Like today, I was saying on the show, it reminds me of the prophecy of our sister, the ambassador Maron Duaka said, Liberia, sweet land of liberty. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, and you will prosper in Africa. Hear the word. Today, history has been set for Liberia once more. We are on the map. Let us cherish this particular man. We are living with somebody who God has endowed with blessings. And we are privileged. We are glad to share in that particular glory. My brother, what I can say to Liberians is, let us celebrate this. This is a celebration for you and myself. When I think it was Philip or so that asked the question, can any good thing come from out of Nazareth? A brother told him, my man, don't even hear he can't let go so you can go see for yourself. Those of you who say, can any good thing come from Liberia? Can any good thing come from the CDC? Come and go and see President Weah. My brother, let's use the next 30 seconds as we run up on this particular award. And I will start from you, my brother Jake. I'm sorry, unmute yourself. No, unmute yourself, please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You said we're just going over in just seconds. Friends, I'll tell people Liberia because we don't celebrate our own. The country is highly divided. You see what happened recently, yesterday, when we lose to Tunisia, certain group in Liberia, they start telling the Unity Party that Boakai don't stop. Because they started all the nonsense there. Yeah, they started the division. I'll tell people. It started. Even the celebration today, the Unity Party angry. They're not even celebrating. They don't even want to talk about it. But the man born, I want like that somewhere D12 man born to win. You were born to win, you like it or not. The whole family were born to win. Disciplined family. You don't hear them into my nose. Yeah, the son again. The son even broke the president record. I live in Europe here. Their FIFA that appointment, they may have a massive office in Geneva, and where FIFA headquarters is, Switzerland. You have a massive again print this opportunity again for Liberian because you have a server, you have people that are working for him. So what you will choose maybe 2 or 3 people, or 4 or 5 persons. Some will come from Africa, some will come from Cote d'Ivoire, maybe some will come from Guinea. It depends who you want to choose. You have your own privacy, you have your own security. And please don't forget don't forget. This is the right time for that appointment. America sponsoring the World Cup. And the way they made here to tackle racism around the world. As you said, it's a multi-million billion-dollar budget all over the world. He will control it. That way he says here, Prince, it's not about football anymore. It's a mentality now. They know how. The smartness now to bring peace, to erase racism around the world. It's a massive thing that's going on around the world. So kudos to the president. You're lucky or not. Let's learn how to celebrate our own. As he said, Prince, they say nothing can come from Liberia. Many things that come from Liberia. But the problem we have in our country, the hatred embedded in our DNA, the jealousy embedded in our DNA. That's why we're having problem today. That's why the division. That's why when I early Justin Sally, what they should say to people, oh, they toxic, they dance stupid toxic politics. That's why I got angry because Liberian people are gullible society. Nobody trying to debunk her. Through the toxic politics today, she's a multi-millionaire that brought her to power. Why she not unite the country at that time? Why she never unite the country at that time? The division today in Liberia is that the hatred belly in the Unity Party is part of that playbook. All the division you saw that then, today the broad social media era. So kudos to the president. So friend, you are just taking for that 1 minute here, brother.
Thank you so much, Wimo. And I will start from what you just said about Ellie, right? Again, just to add what you said, there's actually we have to support the war like this. But again, go back to President Josh Weah. Like I said, he's still our president. All right, no matter how people feel here. Look, sedition. This call for celebration because once again, your political leader, your political party. Because again, listen to this: anywhere President Josh Weah go, right? If people research him, you're going to have that particular political party, CDC. He is the standard bearer for a political party in Liberia called CDC. And you are well known once again, around the world, not for the bad thing like UP, not for the negative thing like UP. Because listen, everywhere President George Weah go, Liberia, Africa, and CDC will always be there. That is to tell you, you have never seen CDC, right, being in a violent act like the UP, like ANC that supported UP, right, carry on violent act. We saw them when they told Yaga Kolba, ANC told Yaga Kolba to Grand Jida, what they said when Yaga Kolba said, I will do you like chicken, I will kill you like chicken, and all those things. And we saw ANC coming supporting Yaga's statement of what he said, he will kill Liberia like chicken, right? You never see CDC in such an act. Whenever you have a CDC, it's always about peace, it's always about unity, right? It's always about togetherness. And once again, your political party leader, have done it again. All right? Put you on top there because CDC will always go where Josh Weah will go to your death, to your life. CDC will always be identified in this manner. So let me tell you this. Like Brother Prince said, right? Nobody should tell you President Josh Weah, it is not or he's not a leadership material. If he's not a leadership material, like I said, look at this man track record. Even when he was playing, he was still leader because I watched a video from President from President George. What he said was there was some game when he was playing for I think Inter Milan or so. There was some game most of the time they will come to him like when the meeting the opponent is tough, but they will come to him and ask him, how are we going to beat these people? And they depended on him and through him. They won those games. All right. So President Josh Weah, when you say he's not a leadership material, look at the leadership material that is leading your country today. Look at the leadership expert, the educational people that are leading your country today. See where your country has landed. See, everywhere they have gone because of their inability to lead well. That is why everywhere they have gone, they have come back with nothing. They have come back with no report. They have come back empty-handed. And here is a man. What is said, right? He's not a leadership material. This is a man that the world is still depending on to lead the world, right? To put the world together. When you talk about racism, racism is one of the issues of the world today. Imagine like Brother Prince said when this man was playing, right? Currently, see the kind of a racist behavior or attitude we see in the soccer player or in the soccer world. We still see banana being thrown. A football player, we saw that with Samuel Eto'o. We saw that even currently with Vinicius Jr. from Brazil. And some of those things that even made him not to even win a Ballon d'Or because he reacted to some of the racist behavior that went towards him. So imagine the time that man was playing to win the Ballon d'Or. Do you think it takes an ordinary man at that time? It takes someone who is a leader, who understands, who read things, who put things together into perspective to try to be kind. And that is why today, this man is still recognized as a Liberian, as an African, all right, as a man who lead a political party who have never interfered, all right, with the current government because the world watched and saw how this current government, when they were in opposition, right? The world watched and saw all kind of a negative propaganda against this man just for the Liberian people to be misled so that they can go against him. But now the table have turned and the world is watching. Since they came to power, the world is watching. CDC have never protested. CDC have never caused any chaos. CDC have never gone to the United Nations to say they must put sanction on Liberia. CDC have never come to the United States and say, do not send funds or taxpayer money to Liberia. CDC have never come out to say, the people that are left from here, like went to Liberia, and we are descendants of those people. We ourselves, we are American, so our taxpayer money shouldn't go there. No, CDC have always advocated for this government to succeed because if the government succeed, then that means Liberia succeed. But again, we will come here to speak the truth because this government does not have the balls to lead Liberia.
Sorry, thank you so much. This government does not have the balls to lead Liberia. Something very terrible. I consider as that this thing that is happening, I consider it as the time of confession. I want to play a video here and I want the reaction from you guys. I want us to analyze this video. Some of the things that these people did to our people, to Liberians, today it is hurting them. It is hurting this government. I want to play this video and I want for Liberians to listen very keenly. I want for Liberians to listen. This was a confession that was made by these people. I just want us to listen here as we. Let me play this. It's about 5 minutes, 21 seconds. We're going to play it. And I want you to listen so that, you can speak to it.
of energy that we put behind in destroying the Weah government.
This is one of our brother Jonah who is here
Because
speaking.
the level of energy that we
This is
put behind
the closing
in
argument.
destroying the Weah government, it was just way too much. We fought so hard to bring the Weah government down, and some of the things that we did, some of it were not even true. Some of the
you confess, you to make confession now, confession down.
Some of the things we did, some of the things we said. Look, if you're not getting a stiff resistance, if you're not getting any, so it means like anything anybody said was holding. For me, the only thing that I went against, even on the opposition, was some of the Justina Taylor capture, the what do you call the other one, Mountain Collie capture, you know. Those things, the reason why we just ran with it, because the police was so ineffective in this whole Justina Taylor case. It was.
Let me ask you a question, right? Another question. Remember, they were all saying, you people were saying, I mean, and they were all propaganda because they said, oh, they careful editors, they killed a person, they did this one. Now they took power now. So what is stopping UP now for? You see Trump? Ain't Trump say, Trump say you do, ain't he doing it now? Trump will say that. Trump said will do what he's doing now, at least he's showing it. But UP been on power 2 years now. And they said they're gonna go, they said they will reopen all the cases.
Because Dev does not have a statute of limitations.
Exactly.
They can open all those cases.
The three missing boys that they said people took their past to their kidney. What happened with all the cases? What happened with them? Why they can't bring it up?
They don't want to say the same, Joe. We have to
those were just propaganda
you see,
against the regime.
They lie.
And now, if the other people try to do it, they say, oh, people don't want development in the country. They don't want to do this, want to do this. So you want that 8 like times?
Is that Joe went, he took the firstborn hat, it's okay, they were in Fegu. So, anyway, for the second guy, that's why I had to. Joe had to dig it up and put it in the better Joe had. He said, no, that one ain't good. You could have said Joey feet was swelling, so Joey did that. Oh my God, that's
you know something. Let me just say, Jonah. Most people, I'll tell you this though. I'm one of those who are very close to the former president. I tell you, I know him very well. So when people talking these things about him doing the one, I remember when I used to listen to our man on Spoon talking, say, Joey are good. He sends money to the vault, take money from the vault and carry it to the horse. And one thing, I'll tell you this though. When I went to Liberia recently, I was allowed to go. They showed me. They say, "Tomorrow, any year," and I say, "Yeah, we want for you to go down to the vault, the central bank vault. See the kind of process you got to go through before you get to the vault." And when I saw it, I told somebody, I said, "No, you just lie on it. You think you might go and open the vault and say, enter the money, but you can't get a job with your house?" I was saying, "Who's a lie? We're lying." I mean, Pee-wee, to go there, the guy came out. Man, it's a process to get there. And I was led to this. I went to the vault where I saw all the money Liberia got. I saw it. They said, I come your money here. Then the various banks, commercial banks, they got a reserve in the central bank. The money for the various banks then here. I saw the physical cash. And they say, I went there. To get there, they took our strip on my phone, everything. Nobody carry phone. They said, nothing you carry. You go through process, somebody got to open you. Then there's a code. Man, you come from upstairs. The process is so long, okay? Just to get to that vault. When I found the guy, I said, wow. So my pastor said, oh, Joe said, he said to the central bank, they put money in a car, they carry the horse. Give me a break. I mean, it was a lie. And then all these things, so it's a lie. And the problem how with CDC, they have nobody to counter these people. To counter these lies the people are giving. That's what I want to tell them, that's for them. Nobody to counter these lies.
We carefully listening to the open confession of one of the Unity Party propagandists, our own brother Jonah, and everything that was said on the platform. I want to start from you, my brother Jake. What do you make of these statements? That these people are now telling the Liberian people that we lie on the CDC government. We made up things. Things that were happening, we refused to tell the Liberian people. We kept it. The voice of evil was so loud to the extent that the voice was good. The voice of good was not actually heard. My brother Jake, let's hear from you on this. What do you say about
this? Class we like the closing argument there. Please let me ask you before I go further. Did Jordan may get position in the government?
No. Oh, no, he doesn't.
While he live in the States?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, thank God is confessing. You see, I told people we have a gullible. When I stay long, we'll take our 2 minutes because of time. They probably will go over again. Prince, these people, Prince, the time come here, and I tell you every day, 2027 to 2028 is a different ball game. It's a serious. It will be a serious problem in the Republic of Liberia, 2027, 2028. I told you I will come on a platform, serious platform. I will come one day. The Unity Party will never want to relinquish power. Let me tell you, a part of them, they love power. All the propaganda they spread since 2018, 7 months to George Weah presidency. The phone cupboard of all of them, social media were on fire. They spread out gibberish. They point me, and for them were hearing Costa all of them. You see the Timolin George there, Shimon, all of them. That now they talking about George Weah never had propaganda arm. When the media were controlled by all of your spoon talk, the only person that was on that media on spoon conversation at the early stage, only one man, the one man that was the guy, Kev Hassan, but the Timolin job, all of them were part of the CDC from the beginning. They never believe in a cause. The Timberlake George, Shimon, all of them. They don't add the noble Liberian politics. They don't add. That's why some time we want to debate this guy. They come on a forum, then they put that money, then they put that money up front. They don't add. They too smart, they too know because someone have the opportunity to live in the West, and they had one of the biggest platforms at that time to spread that gibberish. And the Liberian people fall for that thing. It was the Timberlake George. It was the Ben Sanvi. It was the Peabody. The sponsor, the water spoon, that of Francine. I'll call them president. I'll call spoon now Radio Kigali. Radio Kigali. That poor number is on water. Nobody watches them again. But I don't even know why CDC people don't watch them. I don't tell CDC people. You don't even look at that garbage channel. Even the debunking Joseph Boakai, they saying a lot of rubbish nonsense. CDC people are too stubborn. If you don't watch that channel, nobody will tend to them because you know what? I feel getting a ball game. I also you can follow on the Panama Fort. You get friendly channel in Liberia. You get Voice of Liberia, Sekou Sherry. You get your you get your Freedom FM. You get your Kings FM. You get your Banner FM. Probably Prime FM in the middle. Kevin Demi. You get OK FM with Gila Jet sometime. Why you following Sponsor? Because the Unity Party don't listen to them anymore. You know why they don't listen to them anymore? They listen to that particular because they digging a secret also. So if the CDC people don't watch it, they don't watch it for 4 or 5 years. The polling number will drop. That's why I flag here, he wanted to buy Freedom FM. He planned to have collaboration with Freedom FM. I told Sion man, not even try it. The day Sion try it will come for him. He will never get that kind of relevant again. Never. You don't need him. You don't need a spread lies. They may not they confess for foolishness. They laugh. Prince, I knew they laughed. They were lying. Today, let him go side. They want reward him now to replace Grace Faith. That the gas is circulating in the Republic of Liberia. He want to be the minister of presidential affairs now. But so people within the Unity Party, they like it. They like that particular, but that the gas is circulating in the confines of the country to reward them now. The other men are confessing because they don't reward him. They don't reward them. So now they confessing now. The Timothy George, the Shimo, all of them. They were in a conference praying gibberish, laugh. He was part of the laugh. He was part of the laugh on Spoon FM. All of them were part of that laugh. Today now, they thought they could benefit. They could benefit from the Unity Party or the whosoever group. They're not benefiting now. They won't be in the middle. How can you be in the middle with no one who know who you are? The social media don't run their way. All your videos in are there. We clip by clip, we know all these videos. So please, they spread lies and the Liberian people fall for the lie. Please, if I tell you something here, my statement is coming to pass. I said the people stole the election. 17,000 votes. They have a print. Now the Liberian people voted these people in. That reality. Now the Liberian people, a lot of people say, oh, no, the election was stolen. Malcolm McCarthy, all of them were working with NEC, the American ambassador, a Republican American ambassador to Liberia were part of the NEC. Amara Kone, was they were in a data room. I challenged Amara Kone. One day, all of you will confess that the data you were that fake tear that come from your eye. You never had nothing because Prince Edward no reality. The first round of the election, who won that election? The first round before they won, because Jordan never had a 50 plus. The how they went to the second round. For the second round, and they do the damage. The how Prince Johnson got involved in Nima County. You Prince were there. All that propaganda they spread, they saw the election. Some went to Liberia flaky. I flaky in different form. I went to vote to Liberia. I went to Freedom FM. I flaky. They see AB when you host me before. I flaky. But the CDC never took notice of it. They never took it serious because they thought the ball was in a court. But Prince Johnson saw the election in Lima County. Even Jeremiah couldn't know the real story. You think why Prince Johnson wanted to? Why Prince Johnson was I think 1 week before a day? Why you wanted to meet the former president on a Saturday? Why? The people will not confess here, Prince. 2027 to 2028 in the middle. It's a nasty ball game in Liberia. So, Prince, my brother, you take it over small too. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother Frank is over to you, sir. What do you make of this video?
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. You know, these are some of the things that we've been seeing here, right? And we are not going to allow people come out to take word from our mouth, right? And then speak it onto the Liberian people. I think that they are the masters of those words that which come from our mouth. We said it before already to the Liberian people. You see, like Wemo said, these guys were on Spoon TV and they said all kind of rubbish and they laughed at the Liberian people, and then later they left. They went to the closing argument only because they had some dispute with the owner of the gossip and the live TV they call Spoon TV. And then yet instead they went to the closing argument. Their closing argument, right? They were still biased and lying. You know when he said, or when they said, the police, did not do their job and things. That's why, made President Weah, government look ugly. That was lie. These were people that sat down on the closing argument or on Spoon TV. For example, when Charlotte Musu case happened, this guy knew what Spoon TV said about Jefferson Koji and the guy that said Jefferson Koji Youngs to go rape the lady, but when they did not succeed, that's how they killed the little girl. These people sat out here even without the police, and they used the justice minister at that time. They came out with their own story And they knew at that time, right? There are people who believe them. And they knew at that time, there were people again who said they were CDC and they were disenchanted. They fall on the other side too. So they knew all of these people were going to listen to their lies. And they lied. They did not even get the police chance. Before even the police got to know, these people came out with reports and they said they have the evidence that how this whole thing happened, how it started, how they wanted, or Jefferson Koji wanted to be, and then Jefferson Koji instructed Valley Tedder, and Valley Tedder went, and all kind of thing. First of all, this lady house is all fenced. It has security in and out. Where Valley Tedder passed. I mean, all of these things, they lied. They did not give the police the chance. And in fact, the report the police came out with, these are the same people that sat at closing argument. The police came out with a report that they not honor the report of the police because of lie, because of propaganda. They went with their own story and told the Liberian people what the police people brought was lie because of the government involved in the government data. So they did not tell the Liberian people this is the police report and things. But they came out with a report that Jerome Rogers sat down in America here that was not even in Liberia, came over and they ran with this report on the media. And like Wemo said, and that is why I never had respect for McCarthy. Never, and I will ever have respect for him. And like I always saying it, the day I meet McCarthy, the kind of posture I will give him, I'm telling you, I will just respect him. Because those are the people that brought this calamity that we are in today. Because this man victory campaign against our president. He victory campaign against our government. Going to places, coming back saying that the government does not provide how they call it, healthcare facility here and those things. These are the people that sat down and carry all these narrative. Now today, they want to come out to say, how they call it, George Manuel Weah did not have the media platform. No, George Manuel Weah had the media platform. But again, just because, the people were unwilling to listen, even their people, even like Prince Cherry was there, Class D was there. I mean, Judah had talk show. All of these people were there talking for the government, bring out the truth. But how many of these people at that time that watch Spoon TV could come and listen to a platform like this and believe in what we said, in what other people said that was not happening in a country or that was happening in a country? How many of those people came and believed it? First of all the supporters of UP at that time, none of them could even, how they call it, think or try to rationalize and say, you know what? I think these people are making sense, right? Let me do my own story. Let me do my own research. But everything they heard from Sport TV, everything they heard from the closing argument and other platforms, they agreed to it, they accepted it. So today they want to come out to say, Judge Weah did not know. The president had them. Judge Weah had people who came out with the truth. But sometimes in a society like Liberia, where everybody seek their own interest and not the interest of the country, the lies will always manifest over the good. The lies will always manifest over the good because a country like Liberia, everybody seeks their own interest. Everybody wants job. Everybody wants government job. And if you don't have this government job, you feel that, oh, I suffer for the political party and they came in, they did not recognize me, they did not give me job and things. So anything the other people say, whether true or not true, I will believe it. So those are the kind of things that they did in the country, and then today they want to come out to say, what they said was all lie. We knew it was lie. They should tell that to the Liberian people. And again, let's go to the Liberian people. Now this is a warning. There's a lesson movement that you learn in it, right? Are you going to say again? The same people will come to you, right, and tell you, say, President George Manuel Weah is not a presidential material. Go and find somebody. If President George Manuel Weah is not a presidential material, they are in power now. They are the leader. They are the president, right? They have all the control to do everything they need to do for you. But why it have taken them 2 years in their presidency, they still talking about President George Manuel Weah. So are they going to be talking about President George Manuel Weah until they are 6 years finished and they will not solve their problem? That in except until President George Manuel Weah is the right man, and you made a mistake by putting them there because he did not put them there to come and run for 6 years talking about President George Manuel Weah when this man is not in power.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, with this video, right? And this is why we'll continue to say it has reached to the place that these people will confess. They cause us this harm that we find ourselves in. That's why I was telling somebody the last time when I think I and Wilmer were on the platform, Jake. I said, people like Stanton, people should not take him serious because they cause this problem that we are into today. When you see children are on the street taking drugs, they cause the problem today. Those children
Yes.
today that are dying, police brutality, they cause the problem today. What we are experiencing today, taking our people out of job, it is the play of Stanton. They put it together. This platform, they put it together. That was their play. That was what they intended to do, and they are actualizing it. The only reason for which you see these people talking, they're crying, they're talking about just Oldman Boakai, not serious, is because they do not have the opportunity to sit on the table and eat the power.
Yes.
They are not eating their own. That's all. That's the reason why. Take for example, look at how Eugene Fagon can be talking loosely, insulting people when they talk in the name of he defending government. You think if that idiot was sitting here in America where all would throw in cartoon, you are going to be talking the way he's talking? You're not going to be talking it. You are going to be probably on talking and lambasting the government. So do not trust and believe these people. They do not believe in you. They are not your Messiah. They are not your spokesperson. They cannot speak for you. They are speaking out of anger. They're angry at what they're talking for. They're angry. That's what they're talking for. They are not talking. They are not telling you Boakai doing their one, Boakai leading their way, Boakai leading that way because they like you. No, don't be deceived. They don't like you. They don't like you. They do not push your agenda. It is their own agenda that they are pushing. I'll give you an example. Look at Fatima, the sister that was on spoon and talking, talking to the extent that these people classify women that were working in the CDC government. They said they were sleeping with President Weah. So Fatima Bintu Salif, did she sleep with Joseph Newman Boakai before they gave her that job? No, and they gave her assignment and they gave her position at the Ministry of Gender. So did she sleep with Joseph Newman Boakai before Joseph Newman Boakai appointed her as how you call the thing, some kind of assistant minister to gender? These are the questions we should be asking. Oh, wait, let me ask a question. Is it that how you call these women that are working in the government, Joseph Newman Boakai slept with them, that why he gave them job? No, that was the picture that these people portrayed against the CDC. They made us to understand that President Weah was laughing to all the women there in the government. All of them were laughing. So also Joseph Newman Boakai now laughing to these people. But all of us know that Joseph Newman Boakai laughing to how you call that a girlfriend be Councilor Gloria Musu. That why he freed a woman from in jail. That why not saying that we're talking that open secret. That Gloria Musu boyfriend. That why he free Gloria Mususka and get her job. Oh, you talking about how you call her say yellow machine? Mama Kabelete, that Mama Kabelete talking about that Joseph Newman Boakai girlfriend. That one part of open secret. That's how you to say we Harley or that one open secret. So my question that I'm asking, the other people there. So Joseph Newman Boakai sleeping with them. Women Horace, the minister of gender. So Joseph Newman Boakai sleeping with her to get her job. Is that what you guys are saying? You see how the lies that you guys told is coming now at you guys? And you see how your poor people character, decent women, you look at these decent women and you say garbage about them. You look at decent people, decent women that went to school, that sat down in classroom, acquired the level of education that they acquire, and they were given opportunity to serve in their country. You people classify them as prostitutes. So those of you now today that are working in the government as female, so you're prostitute too, right? Yeah, you're drinking on Joseph Newman Boakai something, right? So that's what you're trying to tell us. But the how you people are, we know you already. When you look at the picture of Bintu, she around doing all kind of things, all kind of immoral ways. So you're sleeping with him. And then so you're sleeping with him. Look, like my brother Jake said, right? I think Jake or Frank, one of you said it. Today, these people that are talking, they are not talking because they want to see a better Liberia. They are talking because they shame. What they expected, they did not get it. They are not your savior. They are not speaking on your behalf. They do not like you. They are shocked by the behavior of Joseph Newman Boakai, even though we told them, but they felt that they were going to control Boakai. So reality stepped in and said, oh, but when I prepare, you weak, you weak. These people lie to the extent, look at what they said about Koji. When you see, now I say, when you see people who are gone, you can see their faces. We the whole, I'm talking about forget about it. We are the kind of thing, we can't talk everything here. I'm talking about, we can't talk all here. You can see our faces to know the people that who really hold bala. You can see them. You don't know them when you see their faces, the way they can, you can see them. You lie on an innocent boy, Jefferson Tamakoji, and made him to look like a demon in Liberia. You said all of the killing that were going on in Liberia was done by Jefferson Tamakoji. He had, how you call, I know, Sabuhe unit. They had Sabuhe unit. You say, Nathaniel Magay, they had people there who were running behind people. They were eliminating people. They were killing people. So the people there now were dying in Liberia. Like just like Newman Boakai killing them. All the death has get more than 20 picture here of people who, how you call, have died. I don't want to put it here because I want for Facebook to come black my sonny. So all of these people that just like Newman Boakai killing them, right? You lie and said that it was President Weah who killed people, then he get kidnapped in a hat. He holding bag with people kidnapped inside, people had them inside. They can tell they don't want to go try and say no, they want to feed, then go to the other ball. Why is it that now that you are the president of the Republic of Liberia, just like Newman Boakai, why can't you open the case? You guys lie to the Liberian people, and the lie is catching up with you. I will play that video where today Joseph Newman Boakai say, hey, people rule, people this, that, and but that one a different topic all by itself we can't. You people lie. You make us to understand that President Weah was doing nothing in Liberia. He was not helping the people. But the story that we got from the people is contrary. Today, when you go in the markets, the common people are telling you, hey, God, doing President Weah time, we're not let deal. Doing President Weah time, we're not let deal. We're not buying food let deal. Or we're not buying fish let deal. The fish price, we're not let deal. The other thing, it was cheaper. The other one, it was cheaper. Now they're feeling it because you allow yourself to be lied to. You open yourself, you make yourself vulnerable. That's what you did. You made yourself vulnerable. At the end of the day, it not catch up with you. It not catch up with you. These are some of the things that we're telling you. These people do not love you. They love their positions. And that's why I've caught up with them. They will confess. They will feel it. They will say it. That one listen to the person, well, we need their alternative. What we need their alternative from where? You people told us that Joseph Newman Boakai was okay. Then you can tell who will believe you. That our friend was saying, who will believe you? You were kind of say, oh yeah, let me a savior. Hey, let me make sure everything will be okay. Hey, let me a savior. Hey, let me a this, that. Then you now, after they may not even go complete 3 years, you say you change the man, you say you look for 10 also. It's a shame. My brother, it's a shame. You get 6 years, 10 failures, 1 nanny lolu. Wait, you get 6 years, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. You know, that 2 years you're not going, you're not give us straight on Joseph Newman Boakai. Now you we must trust again to say third option. Eh? You know, when I was in high school, right? I would not call the guy name because he was in the show. I want my man were in school together. That boy, yeah, he can wait. As soon as somebody answer the question, he said, yeah, that the same answer why I was getting, man. That the same answer that, hey, while we're talking, he will wait till, like, you know, in class when we participating, maybe teacher asks a question or so. Look, what is the whole on the leaf? And you know, and when it's still on small, somebody answer, oh yes, tomato. You say, yeah, that the same thing I want to say. So they can always used to do that thing. He know that other people were getting very with him in the class for the thing where you were doing. He will not answer. As soon as they ask another person answer, he say, hey, that's the same thing, man. That one I want to say. So one time there was a question that was posted by one of our teachers. And then I don't know what everybody said for him. Everybody just kept quiet in the class. Everybody just kept quiet. Looking at the man. Everybody just kept quiet. Nobody could talk. So somebody, one of our friends, you know, he woke up and he gave the wrong answer. As soon as he gave the wrong answer, I said, hey, now the same thing while we're talking, that the same thing what I wanted to say, but the only thing me and the teacher said, you can't answer. Can't answer. They gained 3 in front of the class. Real 3, the message they missed the answer that the wrong answer they may give.
So you don't say you been on in the crowd to be disturbing your friend. You know the thing. Yeah. They answer them get a wrong answer. Them are una man, our man who get a wrong answer is that laughing. Say, yeah, I want to catch him. I want that guy was the only guy that particular teacher whip in the class there for that particular period. They whipping go in front of the game 3 solid 1. The man call wrong answer, he just jump up. He say, yeah, I measure. Oh, you can't answer. The man that called the wrong answer, then whipping you. That the man who agreed to say, yeah, that the answer I wanted to call, that the man to call answer again 3. What am I saying here? These unity party people who jumping around, they told us yesterday that, oh yeah, they know the answer. Oh yeah, they know the answer. We gave them chance. Look at the disaster they brought upon our head. That today the Liberian people are crying. That the people then you will trust. You will trust them again. That man who allowed a friend to get wrong answer said, I think I want to say, you think when you raise a hand up, a man will trust him when you giving any answer? Because of that, when taking tests, nobody can, even when one share, nobody can one look at how many people is you already get the answer there. So, you know, so these people who told us that, oh yeah, just you work out the correct man, oh yeah, we get the answer to the problem. We not even go complete 3 years. You're crying, you're saying you're looking for third option. That the people then you believe, fellow Liberian. Are these people trustworthy? The man who can say, no, don't worry, Jake. I'll see about that thing. Don't worry. Oh, I get a control over the thing. Yeah. They may not even go far play. You tell the man, okay, can't face the late thing for me. Can't face my fan. He say my fan sport. Can't face it. You ought to face it. Only for the man who can't afford go. Yeah, the man break the fan blade. You break the other one. You think that man come and say, oh my man, you know what? The reason why I break it here, you need to get new one. When you believe that man to even say, let me recommend you to store for you to get new one. No. Because you are not trustworthy. So these people are not trustworthy. These people are telling us, let's get second option. Where we're going, where get third option? You supposed to come tell us we will get third option. You looking like human being. We're supposed to tell us to get third option. The option where you get a fee, the option where you get ain't go nowhere, ain't go 3 years, they crying. All of them they want to see just when you get a minute chain and put them just that human breaker in one room. That Joseph Newman Breaker body will come by us and lie to you. If you take Joseph Newman Breaker and put him in one room, take Mel Stanton, then all the other people then put them in one room. The heat for in that room with anger alone, it will make Joseph Newman Breaker will collapse. Then I didn't want sitting down and telling us there is a need for third option. We must get third option. Oh, you give up on your own option. Who are you to can't tell us to get third option? You better go find somewhere to sit down. You're shameless he goat and idiots. You better go find somewhere to sit down with that nonsense you're pouring. Look at what children there. On the street today, drugs has taken over our country completely because of you people. Because of you people, look at the disrespect for the rule of law. Just like you can't get time for the rule of law. He can't respect the rule of law. And the first thing, if I look at TV online, I will do my own thing. He even get time. Then are you all more trust? No more trust, y'all. The time our eyeball were open colo. Your built 419 to all. Now we're feeling the way we insuffer. That down will come share our hand. My man, I beg you, yeah. But you know, something very terrible is here that I want us to talk about. It has to do with the LDEA. It has to do with drugs. I think we talk about this, but there's a need again for us to talk about this. Because the issue of drugs is something that we should always highlight. It's not something that we should just side brush and talk about just 1 or 2 times. It must always be the middle of our discussion. I want us to listen to somebody here. This is shocking. I think I and Frank will discuss and Jake will discuss it. But there's a need for us to discuss it. The deputy controller of the Liberia Immigration Services, one Jacob Jala. This guy decided that the best thing that he can do is to go and advise people on how to be able to conceal drugs, how to be able to hide drugs. While we are talking about fighting the issue of drugs, and remember that immigration is also part of the Jones security as it relates to fighting drugs. They have a role to play. These people are at the very bullet points. They are the ones that are giving documents to people to come in. They are the ones that are giving people the clearance to enter our country. This is the Deputy Controller General Jacob Jala. I want you all to listen to what the guy is telling young people. Young people, I want you all to listen. He's speaking to people and he was recorded. Unbeknown to himself, he even know, according to the information, he even know that somebody was recording him. He said some terrible things which I'm going to be saying, but this one, the person was able to capture it. He know that he was being recorded. Because you know, if the There's something that they were recording him openly. They were going to be in front of him, recording from in front. But you can see that the person was on the side, the person's, on his side, and then doing the recording. I want you all to listen to what this man is saying. Why you and myself thinking that we're fighting dry? Oh, they dry, we get rid of it, they will do that. Now knowing the people, then they own different thing, my people. That different thing the people then own. Don't believe what I'm saying, you. Let's play the video so you can hear it. Because when we talk somebody else, say, oh, this, that, other thing, my fan, tell Ocean. Nonsense. Y'all listen to the one. Y'all listen to him giving advice to young people.
See, everywhere now, catching people carrying the sub people drugs, right? They say we should not go on drugs business. When you want to do your drugs business, Harley. But when they catch you, don't come in there. No. See, everywhere now, catching people carrying the sub people drugs, right? They say we should not go on drugs business. When you want to do your drugs business, Harley. But when they catch you, don't come in there. No. See, everywhere now, catching people carrying the sub people drugs, right? They say we should not go on drugs business. When you want to do your drugs business, Harley. But when they catch you, don't come in there. No.
My brother, I want to start from Jake. My brother Jake, I think we discussed it, but it's important again for us to discuss it. This is the deputy controller of Liberia Immigration Service, who is in charge, part of the team that is responsible to protect our borders. This man is telling young people, and y'all know they're arresting people for drugs now. When y'all know y'all get drugs, y'all gonna Harley. In other words, y'all gonna come and flash yourself. But when they catch y'all must soon call me. My brother Jake, let's hear from you. Before we hear from you, I will play this again for the second time. I will play this again. I will play for you to sing in our people ear. Let our people hear it before you even talk on this.
See, everywhere now, catching people carrying the sub people drugs, right? They say we should not go on drugs business. When you want to do your drugs business, Harley. But when they catch you, don't come in there. No. See, everywhere now, catching people carrying the sub people drugs, right? They say we should not go on drugs business. When you want to do your drugs business, Harley. But when they catch you, don't come in there.
No hand, people talking no hand. My brother Jake, let's hear from you. What is your own take on this? What is scary about this video?
Frank.
Yes, sir.
And today, the president said the government he have I think today 10 cabinet meeting or 10 cabinet meeting. I don't know why why the president has been having cabinet meeting. The highest cabinet meeting in 2 years on that watch. I don't know kind of result. The president praising all the ministers, those in the executive branch of government that they doing well. Then he was shitting on the other people that they respectful, this and that. But I told go to the Unity Party. Let me say something. I told people for the initial stage, sweating Jordan wearing t-shirt, down by awareness. You need radical approach. Every hands on deck, the security apparatus, down to the military, everybody. You declare state of emergency. It's in your constitutional purview as a commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia, president of the republic. This is damaging the country. You said Georgia were breaking drugs in the country. You and your vice president and your surrogate. That's why you're reign on. That's why you're allowed to the Liberian people to solve the drugs problem. This drugs problem, Prince, is in the Unity Party here. They take over the country. The president, the whistleblower, they sack the whistleblower. They sack the whistleblower. The mayor told the country that everybody, every branch, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary, everybody in top places selling drugs. Prince, you need millions of dollars to infuse in the country to crack down on drugs. Your borders are weak, the weakest border in West Africa. Prince, I will give you one scenario just recently. You're living in the States. The drugs engulf your whole country, coming from the Mexican, the Venezuela, all these borders there. You know what Donald Trump came to power? You know what he said? You know what going on, President, we speak? He internal said when Venezuela not smart, he going to war with Venezuela because of drugs. He already won Chambon, the Mexican leader, that female Chambon. And then drugs, they putting tariffs on them. They're cracking down on them. They have took that military now in the water to crack down. So drugs are not an easy thing. It's a crumble a nation. It'll crumble a nation. A serious, you think that it's a serious story. So the United Party to take they should take care. If Boakai have trouble, and they say they smart. Prince, I know you don't emphasize on the thing probably because it's dear to you. But the Unity Party in control, Georgia not in power again. They used to allow Fina Bombo, then they used to allow everybody with his innocence. They're not in power again. Why drugs? The president took a picture of a drugs law. Where in newspaper or in Europe here. Then the United Party crack down on drugs. They need to infuse money in drugs. So, friends, for me, I will tell you the reality is not a cup of tea anymore because they lie on the other group of people. And the thing catching within now, reality catching within now. So if the United Party cannot crack on drugs, the Liberian will take them from all power. Because they thought they would eradicate drugs. Not knowing they think it's everybody's story. This everybody's story. No matter what party you affiliation, we have affiliation with. It's everybody's trouble. But we're putting it on one party. So now the boys in a court. So that is solve the problem, Prince. I want to stay long on it.
Thank you so much, my brother. My brother Frank, you listening to Jacob Jala, the Deputy Controller for Immigration, telling people that they drop in it. And you know, say they arresting people, they're like not part of it. But when they catch you gonna conceal yourself, you gonna hide yourself, you gonna hide the drugs. But when they catch you don't call my name. Let's hear from you, my brother. What you make of this statement from this Deputy Immigration boss?
Thank you, Brother Prince. I mean, what the Deputy Information Minister or boss, what he said, it is not strange. I think just
the Deputy Immigration boss.
Okay, Deputy Immigration boss. It is not strange. I think he just quoting from his master Joseph Boakai. Imagine when Joseph Boakai went attend Lofa County and he said, if you want to be corrupt, you be corrupt, but let us use the corrupt money to do what we want to do. So basically he was telling people, look, at this point of time, take your share, take your cut, take your own. When he came from there, and that's the time he started building that his secret house in Foya. When he made that statement, he came back. That's the time he started building that secret house in Foya. So probably that's the ground he went to go break, right? And then when he made that statement. So when this boss came out to say such a thing, right, it is not strange. Look, we said these things that the march they had, I don't know whether it was a protest or it was a march against drugs. We said that it was infiltrated by the government. All right. We said that it was infiltrated by the government to persuade people from the reality. Because, and we spoke about it, and you spoke about it here. If the government is involved in this marching, then who will receive the petition or the statement from the citizens, from the people? If they will share like a t-shirt to go around, to march on the street and say this is about drugs and things. We said that it was to persuade the mind of the people, thinking that the government was actually fighting drugs in the country. And we said that was not the case. Because as a government, you should be there to implement policy, to put policies in place. All right, because the drugs is already there. So some of the policy that you could put in place, how you could track the proliferation or the influx of drugs in the country, whether it is coming through the port or it is coming through the airport. It is not about going in a community and running after innocent citizens who don't have job, but who try to make ends meet. Because regardless what, the drugs is already in the country, right? So the first thing is to tackle where the drug is coming from, put policy in place to try to get that out of the way, and then before you can start cracking down on local citizens, within the community or within the country. But again, Walker himself told us, when it comes to policy making, that is not his area. He does not know how to carry out policy. He does not know how to write policy, to bring about policy. He don't know how to address things, because policy just means addressing an issues and putting solution to those issues and identifying those issues. Right? Let's break it down. That's policies right there. Boakai told us during the campaign, when they interviewed him on OKFM, the reason why they failed in their 12 years with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was because they failed to implement policy. It's not because the funds was not there. He made it clear the funds were there. All right. In fact, people came from the US, the whole computer in their hand with PowerPoints and things, right? And he told us PowerPoint was not the solution, because those PowerPoint did not regulate or bring out policy to solve the issue, to identify the issue of the Liberian people. He told us clear. And then Boakai said these things. Holistically, Boakai was trying to tell us that education will not carry Liberia anywhere. When it comes to leadership, when it comes to vision in Liberia, it's not about education. Because Boakai made it known to us that they are 12 years government, they were well educated, already have master's degree, PhD, they were professor, but again that they could not bring about policy, they could not identify the issues of the Liberian people. Boakai to our clear. And then we Liberians sat down there and listened to these things. We play it over and over. But yet they stay. We did not get the concept of Boakai when he said the reason why they failed was to implement policy, because they were unable to identify the Liberian people issue. Because if you can identify it, how are you going to make policy? How are you going to discuss the issues to bring about solution? Right? You can, because you can identify, you will not bring about policies, making or decision making towards the situation or the circumstances of the Liberian people. And you look at this man who said all these things, and you still get the state power. And today, you think this man will come and solve the issues of drugs. And that is why, again, he continued to prove to you people like Liberia that because you are so ignorant and you did not listen to him. When he told you he's not a presidential material, you still went and put him there. So today, again, he's telling you, Liberian, he does not know how to implement policy. He don't understand your situation. And that is what exactly he's telling you people. And that is why we see these government officials who are in offices to deal with the Liberian issues, to deal with the Liberian circumstances, to deal with what we are going through, to try to put solution to the table, to work it. All right? He's putting incompetent people in there. That is to tell you, these are the people that are breaking drugs, that drugs are passing through them, and when it comes, they're distributed, because immigration is where most of the things pass as well. Now you have a boss that is telling his subjects, listen, they say we should fight drugs. They say we should not get into drugs. But listen, you can sell your drugs. Basically, that's what he's trying to all land down there. You can sell your drugs, but be careful, because if you got caught, they bring it to me. I will not talk for you. I will not talk for you. You will go to jail. Because if I talk for you, then I will be losing my job. I don't want to lose my job. So just be careful how you go out there to sell your drugs. Basically, he's actually trying to say, we are not here to fight drugs. because the government don't have money for us. The government look at people who are taking $75. The government look at people who are taking $50 that was working on a George Weah government. And the government look at these people and took them from job, and took them from power, and said, you are stuck. You are not going to work because we can't pay you $50. We can't afford to pay you $50. We can't afford to pay $70, $75. However, me, that I need to get either 500 or 600 or $1,000, the government is not going to pay me. So I am going to sell drugs. And the government can pay me. However, you that is working on me. So let's push our drug. Let's sell our drug so that we can get money. Because this is where our eating is. So if you're selling it, just be careful not to be caught. Because if you are caught, I will not come to fight for you. So basically, Liberian, these people are not in your interest. They were never in your interest, and they will not be in your interest because, again, it is that incompetence of Boakai that you put in power. This man clearly told you he's a squanderer. He does not know how to make decisions. He has now made decisions to impact the Liberian people. What in Liberia history, since this man been in his experience, there was nothing that those that defend him. There was nothing that they could bring to you to say, these are the things that this man have done. When this man himself came and told us he's a failure, he does not know how to do policy, he does not know about policy making. Because look, listen, folks, if such a man can tell you that, and then you look at your national seat, the highest seat of the nation, someone who's supposed to supersede you, someone who's supposed to recognize your situation, someone who's supposed to know what you are going to try to solve the situation you are going through. And then you look at such a man, you give him a position, you hire him, and then this man came from there and went and sat out in public and said, don't mind these Liberian people. They are living better. Don't care about them. Let them sit there. They said, not buying the market, their markets are not going. Let them sit there and talk about their children school fee, how job we are paying them, free tuition, free wire fee, and they expect me to come and pay it. Let them sit there. They shouldn't go and hustle for themselves. Liberia, we brought this on ourselves. Boakai will not do nothing. His government will not do nothing to solve drugs issue because they are the one bringing the drugs, making money, and destroying Liberian life.
Thank you so much, my brother. There is this communication that I have here that I want us to talk about. This is one of the most, I don't know, but anyways, I will leave it. This particular communication is from GSA, internal memorandum to all employees and visitors, including employees and visitors. It says from Buema A. Sony, Director Human Resource, through the Honorable Johnson P. Slur, Deputy Director General for Administration. Subject, forbidding dress code. Date September 2nd, 2025. And this is what the communication is saying from GSA. Dear all, please observe the below forbidding dress code on the GSA compound. The security staff are strictly instructed to enforce this regulation for all employees and visitors entering the compound. Shower slipper for male or woman. Skin tag for male or woman. Sleeveless blouse, spaghetti sleeves for male or woman. Short skirt above the knee for male or woman. Yeah. Number 5, short dress above the knee. Short trouser, male or woman. Muzzle arm shirt, male or woman. Tracksuit, male or woman. Tight cut around jeans trouser, men and woman. Tight jeans trouser, male or woman. Bushy beard and bushy hair. Number 12, artificial groom dreadlock or hair
But man, you know, we are laughing on this thing, but it's very, very serious. This is coming from how you call the GSA. Nobody must carry for here in ministry. My brother Jake, let's start from you. What impact has this particular communication has on the people of Liberia, the suffering people of Liberia? How do you see this communication coming from GSA? Is it no attachment give or enter? Anybody that get dreadlock, don't enter it with it. You get your how you call the sport suit, track suit. Don't enter that place there. My brother, what is happening to these people? Let's hear from you. Remember, few days ago we discussed the deputy the EPA boss who said the country had because people causing noise. I think we discussed it here. And we'll play it. But let's hear from this GSA sorry. What do you make of this communication?
Free. Sometimes you might not be bringing on the topic here.
My brother, what to do? And are they rescue people?
But they miss all in clothes. So they may want to be naked or go to the place.
If it's about where I do a gun. Don't carry don't carry t-shirt down there. Don't carry beard there. Attachment, you can't carry there. Short skirt, don't carry. Short trousers, don't carry. The jean trousers that get design on it, don't carry it. You put it aside. Whether you use it or you want.
Let me tell you something, yeah. Yeah. When you can know GSA, that you can know the Unity Party people feeling for you. They can know where to do, nothing going on. They just say that I think she have no more function of print. They can just go sit down, they print checker, they print Lulu. So they can just decide, say, but no work here, man. Let's just tell our security, then nobody print is laughable. That I don't maybe that mean a comedian. I think Marco Injo need to challenge that man in comedy. I will tell Marco Injo to challenge that man, please. Let friend talk about it, man. I don't get the energy to talk about dress code. The country, no food. Who get shortage of food in the country. Let me tell you something today before you go to the GSA. You know, like, bro, you know the reality, Prince, according to the United Nations new survey, we don't have food in the country. No food in Liberia, we have food. So that GSA boss, that GSA card, that they play Bagatro call up me in game 25 lachi. You say, if I was swap, when I was really working now, but you won't spoil it, you more than me now, say. So
before we even go to front, I want to play the other one here, right? I want to play the one.
Yeah, let's
play the one from the how you call it, the boss of the EPA.
Yeah, the other guy.
DSA people finish writing that EPA man. In fact, EPA man was the first. He was the first. Listen to him. Let me play a
very, very soon. Noise pollution. The country is noisy. You know that, right? Our country is noisy. For that reason, sometimes we inadvertently speak loud because we used to kind of noise. What are in the market? Somebody get playing loudspeaker almost non-stop. Or what are the religious churches non-stop in terms of crusade? Every night is tarry and students can study around the areas. We are coming with.
Let me just stop this. I'm not going to play everything. Let me just stop here as my brother Frank. We hear from my brother Frank. The EPA man said the country is noisy. How you call GSA say the reason why investor can come at the short trial say you're wearing jean trial say you're applying attachment on your hair. That's why investor can come. Joseph Oldman Boakai today say the people rule them investor they can in the country. Look, the whole government is upside down. EPA director, EPA man saying the country noisy is making investors run away. As soon as you buy anywhere here, buy your dollar, you buy on this crusade. People beating crusade, students failing because the people having prayer service. You come to GSA say investor not coming because you're wearing short trousers. You're growing beer. I know y'all can grow beer now. In Liberia now, they come and say, y'all will pay taxes. Y'all will pay. Y'all will get babes and things like that. Y'all will pay taxes in our country. You will not believe it. Oh, my brother, let's hear from you. This is serious, you know. When we're talking, sometimes people think we're joking, but it's serious. Let's hear from you, bro.
I mean, thank you, Brother Prince. You know, let me say this, right? Most of these people fail to understand that having an education is one thing, having a degree, you know, is one thing, and going on a job and learning on the job is another thing. All right, you see, just because they have those degrees, what a PhD or masters, and that doesn't mean you are effective in a job they hire you in. Let me say this. These people fail to understand that in this modern world, the internet is there. Now, why am I saying this? Even in the great United States, when I was working with the Senate, that was 2015, 2016, the senator office that I worked in at that time, in the state of Pennsylvania here, all right, sometimes if certain things or certain policy in certain community need to be done, what it did was, that's why we were in those offices. Some of our job was to do research on other states. If such things that is happening in that country, the country that I represent, the senator in, right? Whatsoever thing that is affecting our country, for example, if he want to draft a policy, some of the things that we did, not even a senator, that's why we work in those offices. Some of the things that we did was to do research. And I remember when I was there was some certain thing that came out, and I did a research on Wisconsin. And the law or the policy that Wisconsin came about to remedies or to solve that situation at that time was very brilliant. So what we did was, instead of us guessing that how they are guessing by saying the country people are making noise, in Africa as a whole, it's noisy because people, it's not only in Liberia, in Africa as a whole, people use microphone to talk, you know, about their businesses. There's to commercialize their business and things. It's there in the marketplaces and things. It's not only in Liberia. And that have been in existence since Rock of Ages. Okay? So that is not an issue to say there's a reason why people are not learning, people are this, that, and look, these people, right? They are filled the Liberian people. What am I saying here? Like the example that I was giving, I did a research on Wisconsin, what it did in our country at that time to solve that issue and which was solved. Okay, all the solutions they have there. What I did, I powered those solutions and then use them as the source. And then when I did that, I came out with a PowerPoint to the senator that I worked in his office at that time and did a PowerPoint presentation. And then the senator then was able to use that particular thing. All right? So he was not just guessing because people have used it and it succeeded. He used that particular research and then came out with a draft. We all drafted, it came out with a policy, and then he took it to the floor. And then debated on it, and then rallied with his counterpart, all right? And then they accepted it, they saw it, and then they saw the source as well. And then they were able to use that, okay, to pass a policy in his district. And then other senators also use that, okay, in their district. That's how you do things. But you can't just go and sit down and then just come out with something, you know, like off your head that, okay, in order to do this, people are growing dreadlock, people are wearing weave, or people are wearing certain clothes they're not supposed to wear. That is not even anything that you need to bring out to solve the issues of drugs. Look, you guys got to be serious in our country, all right? You need to do some research, okay, on other country, how they are handling their drugs issue. And you will see that you will see some of the solutions of the method.
No, they want a GSA, not drugs. They want a GSA. Say, man, I dress to enter GSA era.
No, Yeah, but it also go to the men I was talking about. They say you can sell your drugs and things. So all of these, I'm just kind of incorporating all of these in there for the government. Okay, if they want to fire drugs or to fire some of these things. I'm just giving an example on how they should go about. Don't go and sit and just draw things out of your head. Do research. Use the internet. That's why you have people in your offices. Use them and let them do research on other countries, right? Not even drugs as a whole now. Okay, Liberia is facing a lot of issues. You can do the research and come out with issues like, okay, if Liberia is going through this, let's see what kind of country that have gone through this and some of the solutions that they put on the table. All right, how they came out with policies, some of the policies that they have there, and you can be able to take some things in from there. Okay, you can take something from there and come out with policy and draft your solution. Okay, and come up with some things that you think will benefit Liberia, and you use it. The great United States do it. Okay, so all these people you see in those offices, those senators, don't just they went out there and then you see them talking this, that. And I can tell you this, Prince. In 2012, when I had the opportunity to represent my school, all right, because we were 15 schools, 15 universities that I was taking, and I was chosen from my university and went and met 15 other students from different universities, okay, to debate. And we were only 2 black. And this black guy right now, in fact, he's a lawyer today, all right, African American. I was the only African there, okay? Some of the things that we did in our era, in fact, when there was an entity called the Joint Government Commission. The Joint Government Commission, it is an entity, for example, if Donald Trump is coming to Pennsylvania, right? There are certain statistics that when it comes to abortion and those things. So if you see Donald Trump talking about the abortion statistics in the state of Pennsylvania and all of those things, those are the people that do the research before Donald Trump comes. Those are the people that do the research, and then when Donald Trump comes, for example, he go through it and then he use it to speak. So the one time it only to work with that entity. But me, I got mobbed. And working with that entity, you can't really speak. You just a researcher, you make research and you present it, you give it up. I say, you don't think I wanted to be there. So I wanted to work with the Senate or the House of Representatives. Okay, and I said I wanted to work with the Senate and the House of Representatives of my second choice, and then the Joint Government Commission was my third choice. And the Senate came for me, and I went there and I displaced myself in our area. Okay, so just an example and things. So you can just sit down. That's why they call you a policy maker. You don't take it just out of your head that you assume things that you just have to guess. You don't guess. When you are a decision maker, when you are making policy, especially for a country, you don't guess. And those things were taught to us when you work in those places that when it comes to the Senate, when it comes to the House of Representatives, these are places that work. And they told us, you don't guess because you are talking about people's life, even though you are not a doctor, all right? But you are dealing with people's life. So if you guess in anything and you miss what you are talking about, you come up with a bad policy, it will affect not only one person, it will affect the entire people you are making that policy for. It's just like a doctor, okay? It's just like a nurse, all right? So they do all these things. When you are making policy, you are also putting yourself in a position as someone who is treating someone because you are making decisions for such people. And if a country like this, all right, can do research to try to solve some of its own problem. Look at other countries. I can tell you, the United States can also do research and learn from Ghana. Don't just think they don't take issue from Ghana to see how Ghana has solved some of their situation. They do it. I'm just telling you, even the least country you're thinking about, they do research and found out some things. Okay, and they try to implement it. They may not just take all. Liberian, please, you stop guessing and try to use the internet and do some research and come out with a proper policy than to tell somebody that in order to stop this, we need to use dress codes. Like, listen, that's why they got service door. Okay, try to get service door to into some of those places. If anybody is bringing anything in there, don't tell somebody, say, don't wear clothes, don't wear this. You can use your service door, and the service door will try to detect whatsoever, and then if you got the person is bringing in there. You know, that's why I want to talk to them, but these people have failed the country anyway.
Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. I want us to talk on this last issue. But before then, I want to say thanks to Honorable Samuel Tapla. Thanks to you. Thank you so very kindly for, the stars. All of you who are sending us stars, we do appreciate you. We want to say thank you so much. Mine Noah, destined for greatness, Grace, thank you so much for the stars. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. I mean, all of you who are sending us the stars, we appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Keep sending us those stars. Keep sending us the heart sound. Keep sending us all of those images. It will help. Today, President Joseph Numa Boakai met with his cabinet. And I want to play this video because I have it here. Liberians. I sometimes ask myself whether Joseph Numa Boakai is cognizant, whether he cares about the Liberian people. That's why sometimes I ask myself. Whether indeed Joseph Numa Boakai is thinking about the Liberian people that gave him the opportunity to serve. I ask myself that question. I want to play this video here from Joseph Numa Boakai, and I want us to hear. Usually in a cabinet meeting is where officials will sit down and we have honest discussion about the issues that the country is faced with. That's why in the cabinet meeting, they have all of the ministers in that particular meeting. It is where you review, for example, from the Ministry of Commerce, the people are complaining on the prices of things. What is going on? Can you advise us? Give us briefing in this particular cabinet meeting. For example, in that particular meeting, maybe the Ministry of Gender. Rape is on the increase. What is going on? Can you tell us? Can you give us a report? So when you go to cabinet meeting, it should be a reflection of soberness. It should be where the minister should sit down and the president will be able to either give his impression about what is happening, or they will brief the president on what is happening. So they look at those key issues, maybe security, for example, food shortage, the education sector, and they address it sincerely. And the president will speak to his people because at the end of the day, the success of the team lies in all of them. But again, the president take on the greater responsibility. So you would think that a cabinet meeting is where people should be discussing serious issues, where the president should be concerned about the increase in the death from our young people who are taking drugs, police violence, and etc., etc. But this is what Joseph Numa Boakai said in that particular meeting, and I want us to listen to it here. I'm going to play it.
System like that. That's what the wife told me. Some of the family members from the day of the funeral, they all disappeared. They were not surprising. But on a serious note, and I don't normally say on either that I'm very grateful to all of you for the services you render. And when you talk about public service, this is truly what you're doing. Receive insults when you even do the right thing. But that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect. People are not trained, and they speak any kind of way. Some of them don't even know what they're talking about. But if you say you're not going to take that, you just leave public office. But I want to thank all of you for what you're doing to improve the condition. I wish people will ever know the condition we took out of this country over with, but you're not able to tell them everything. I always say, don't cause the darkness, turn the light on. Just do what you can do. That's why I'm happy we start with prayer, with truth. Only one person who knows the truth, that's God that we serve. He knows the heart, he knows what you bring to the table, he knows the time you sacrifice, the commitment you make. But also, let's all look at the flip side. People are always embarrassed that you do what they didn't do, so you can't blame them for that. But our obligation is to the people, to serve the people of Liberia. That's why you called to do. Otherwise, you would have been doing something else somewhere. But you did it because you feel that we need to rescue this country. I'm not, shying away from saying that it is a true rescue. People in Liberia will believe it. I see some videos. I'm not on Facebook, but I see people. The one that moved me, that one was a lady in the rain running from one place to the other. I think it might have been people where they're connecting people with water, and she's showing how the water going. Don't worry about that. That's what you took to do, and that's what you're doing. And I saw Joe Penner. I think he was in the Maryland. He was in the Tapeta. He said, "This is rain time. Tell me I wore my white suit and my white car, no dust on it." So let them say, you do your work. God will judge you. The Liberian people will know who is here to serve them.
I want to stop here. There's a very big stuff, but I want to stop here as we have our take in it. Joseph Newman Boakai is telling his minister, you do your work and God will judge you. I know we all listening to it, we get different portions I want to speak about. But let's start from our brother Frank. My brother Frank, what do you make of these statements that you are hearing from Joseph Newman Boakai? He talked about how people speak recklessly, that people don't, appreciate what people are doing. He talked about how, in fact, people are jealous because people who are there, they take the country from the west or because of the direction that they are carrying the country. In other words, he said people are embarrassed because you guys are doing what you are doing. So that's why they are talking. But you listening to him, let's hear from him. What is your take on this statement of Joseph Newman Boakai telling Liberians that, they are reckless talkers and his ministers should not get time, that God will reward them, that God seeing them? Let's hear from you, my brother.
I mean, when it comes to reckless talks, when it comes to insults, I think Boakai should not be, or he's not in a position, he shouldn't be in a position to talk about those things, because this was the man who supported rudeness. Yes, I said rudeness. This was a man who supported rudeness. Okay, unpassed government official. This was a man who supported people who were rude. Okay, to the office that he served today. This was a man who supported rudeness and insults to the office of the first lady, to which his wife is serving in her capacity today. This was a man who supported all the insults, the backwardness, just for him to come to power. To the extent he said, if it caused him to dance with the devil, he will dance with the devil. You know what that means? If he is to do anything unlawfully, illegally, inhumane to get to power, he will do it. And we saw that when he displaced it, when his supporter killed people during campaign time, and he says nothing. And today, he even rewarded those people who killed Liberian, who beat Liberian, who insulted Liberian. Today, it is believed or alleged that he's still paying some of those people because he don't want to be insulted He don't want for his wife to be insulted. So he's paying some of those people illegally in the country. This is a man today who will come and say, nobody should listen because you are doing the right thing. That, listen, this is 2 years now. Boakai, what have you done? I mean, we said, if you see people sitting on social media today speaking, it is because of what they hear from the same Liberian people, the Liberian market women that yesterday you said you are speaking, you are advocating for. The same students, yesterday you said you have better position, you have better educational method, you have better way of funding the educational sector than what your predecessor was doing. You said you coming with a better version. Now you came, the same students came to you to ask you, Mr. President, what are the method or the educational reform that you spoke of doing campaign time, that you said President Weah was not doing the right thing, that you have the better form of reform that you are coming to give to us? What did Boakai do? He ordered the same security to beat on those students, arrested them, put them in charge, and took them to jail. This is a man that will come today to sit and tell Liberian or tell his cabinet or his government official that they are doing the right thing. That until that President Boakai is not even hearing to the Liberian issues, to the Liberian cry, to what the Liberian people are asking him for, what he told the Liberian people that he was going to do, and the Liberians are now asking him, you asked us for our votes. We gave you our votes because we wanted more of this that we could not get from President Weah. We wanted more. And you said you are going to double what he was giving us. And now you came, what he gave us, you took it from us. And then you cannot even give what you said you are going to give. These are the things that Liberians are asking for. And see where the country is. Said he came to power. What have he done that have proof to his government that he's doing the right thing? Now, he talked about someone, there's a government official that support you. This is the same thing that he did. Recorded a lady, came to the US, played that recording, and then the lady saying that road now in Maryland County is all paved. You can spend 1 hour or whatsoever to move from Monrovia to Maryland County. And he was so brave to take that phone from his pocket, put his phone in it to play that recording. This is a government official, I believe, that is saying the road is good. So now he's wearing his white costume and no mud. Since President Boakai came to power, what have been the role that he has played? What have been the role that he has played that we can talk about? Nothing. You know, it's so bad for me and so laughable. The project that his predecessor put in place, he came and want to take the praise for it. And then I heard him saying, I was just paraphrasing, the bad car that was parking, now the bad car is on the feed. Okay, for an overhead bridge that was already in the part, or that was already in the making to be carried out. Because President Weah thought that he was going to get his second term, so he will continue the project. So he came out to say his car was parked. Now his car is on the feed and about to move on for an overhead bridge that his predecessor put in place. Boakai, you came to power. You have been unable to deliver to the Liberian people need. And then you came to power and then trying to look down on the same Liberian people who put you to power. It is today that you know God. It is today that you don't want to pay attention to the prayer of the Liberian people. It is today that you say you will not listen to nobody. You will go ahead to do what you need to do. It is today that you recognize those things. It is today that you don't want for nobody to criticize the government when yesterday you wrongfully criticized your predecessor and you sponsor propaganda media just for you to come to power. It is today that you don't want someone to question you. It is today that you don't want for anybody to ask you about your failed government, your failed leadership, your failed government that you are running, that you fail to provide for the need of the Liberian people. You cannot provide a better issue. It is today that you don't want for anybody to question you. It is today that people are acting rude when you support their rudeness. When you support their rudeness in a country where government officials were being insulted to the extent one of your own senator, your own supporters said they was going to stone. Imagine that. A lawmaker saying that they will stone you, but they will stone your car, they will stone your convoy. And if you try anything, you will not know where guns will come from. Imagine you, the sitting president, they're saying those things to you. Oh, yes, those are the things that was said to President George Weah, and you supported those things. And you hit up Daniel DeLong. You supported it. So today, you don't want for anybody to criticize you. I thought you said you were running the democratic nation.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. My brother Jake, let's hear from you on this. You're listening to Joseph Oldman Boakai saying Liberians, with their reckless talking, they don't know where they took the country and etc. Let's hear from you, sir.
Prince, you see, our country is still a gullible society. Yes, I believe it real. You see, Edwin Snowden, they decided to roll back that own statement they made when he said that he want for the government to succeed. Let me ask the Liberian people, the followers here. Will everybody listen to Joseph Boakai's story on Facebook? Are you better off now? Prince, you see, the president is living a different world. Until the president living in Liberia, first of all, their whole message, they may have, I think that they now 10 cabinet meeting. There's a big contradiction. Prince, we today September 5th, today. Not long ago, Prince, the July 26th, our 178th anniversary, what the president said to the Liberian people, the country is hard. Prince, July 26th, we in August, and then we just one more in between in September now. It's a big contradiction. You follow that video. A shame for the president, a shame for the Unity Party. The Unity Party ain't got nothing to do. They just have a cabinet meeting. The president not addressing the bread and butter issue. Inflation, heavy inflation in the country. We got the poorest healthcare system on his watch. Prince, there's something that will bow for you today. The president not addressing nothing. The president been lied to. Where you saw the president going to inspect anything because you don't have no signature project. The present government, if you're rating the government, the polling number is underwater. The facts here, they're not even to a leader that just came to power, a polling number even 30%. No, it's underwater. The drowning. The United Party is broke, Mr. President. You're broke. You have made strong connection. I told your party. I told your move. In the West here, you have been blackballed. I will repeat it. I will break it down for you one day. You have been blackballed. So I know who's spreading like gibberish to you, like lies. A propaganda. The president was spreading propaganda to the Liberian people. It's a myth, Mr. President. But try to sack some people to double up. They're lying to you. They brought his open statement, that only that statement. Can you go on that road now with wet clothes while we're in a rainy season? But why do you print? There's a contradiction. When the president went to America, asking Donald J. Trump, the 47th president, he will come and survey the land for new mineral whatsoever, not knowing China already did it. China already went to Liberia. They undertake that process. And they say they discover, the president capitally discover New mineral. La brother new mineral. The president said we get over 20 new mineral.
But
if you say we get 20 mineral.
I'm quoting from that survey. They said Liberia have lithium that cost 300 billion. Lithium, just
yeah, magnesium, everything. It was a lot, man, brother. Yeah, we stupid, yeah. We don't live in Liberia. And then you talk about the budget, the Swapo Park. The Swapo Park, where that the last of all, they say one of the richest, was one of our richest forests. The Swapo Park, you remember during the Samuel Doe era? Today, what the leaders can come. Ellen Johnson Sardine came to power. All the great leaders, George Weah King, all these people came. What they not develop this? What they not produce millions of dollars in the Swapo Park? That was on. Let me tell you something, Prince. That society being a non-lying society. Just because social media era now we're seeing it. So the president being lied to. They stay in propaganda move. They're not governing the country. The president told the Liberian people that the country is hard. Then in less than 1 month time, he taking his minister then. He's taking her, he putting gold, everything. The country is nothing working for the United Party. United Party, you're being blackballed. I Jake telling you, you don't get no connection. I see it coming. I see your way coming because while you are lazy with group of people, you're just in your confined Morovia acting. What are you doing? Nothing happening, Prince. We don't super yet. Kafan Sele, MCC not working. The MCC scorecard, nothing. We're not getting 500 million out from the MCC. Nothing working. They went to TICA 9. Nothing working. They went to America, nothing working. So where are they now? Who misleading the president or the president just want to make himself happy? Nothing working. That particular statement from the president, that contradiction. I think the president living in Ethiopia, maybe somewhere different. Yeah, I think the president in Morovia. I think in Morovia. And the Unity Party, they fought hate. They fought hate, talking about disrespect, all these things. They are not going to all these things because they started the division. They started the division in the country today. That was nothing working for them. So they need to double up, please.
This government is completely out of touch. Thank you, and thank to my brother Frank. I want us to just play this video, and then we can use about maybe
we'll go
30
for 2 hours
seconds.
plus now.
Yeah, actually, it's time for me to go my hustle now. I
Yeah.
just now. But I want
Next time
us
we
to
should
just use the next
be
30
at Prince
seconds.
exactly 2 hours.
Yeah. To just use the next 30 seconds and close. There's a video that I want to play. The fire service people, on several occasions, they have gone to areas where no water in the truck. They try, in fact, we can see people using buckets to waste water. Yet today, the men say they're expecting investors from Japan. So therefore, they got to clean the street because the investors from Japan are supposed to be arriving, hopefully, either this week or next week. Y'all watch the video, my people. This is not something that we are making. Here is it.
Well, I brought you the clinic.
No, that ERW Junction, from the airport, you say people coming up ERW Junction, they can pass to that place before they go.
Yeah, to come to the executive mansion.
Yeah, the washing, the men are washing the flow. You see that? Fire service and police, they washing, they washing the quota. And see? And you see, my people? And you see? The men are washing the quota in preparation or the yellow machine.
But Mo Ali will spend 200,000 down there.
Yeah, see? They say they're washing quota. Is this not the highest level of stupidity, my people? What kind of thing the government also? What kind of thing this government on?
These are people, you see that? What they do, run away from the rain?
No, the thing is, these are people who even when a house is on fire, they don't go there. They will tell you, say, they get water in the truck. Water is not in the truck. But here is according to them, they say they're using the water to clean the street for the Japanese investors that are coming, the Chinese people that are coming, they can't pay the bridge, they'll be passing. So they're cleaning ERW Junction. My brother Frank,
Please conclude for us. The other one
I was
is
only gonna laugh at what team.
So,
tell you the next 30 seconds, my brother.
let me say what I gotta say, man. Because look, I'm laughing on that. I'm taking my time, right?
I think Prince, you comedian, say you say you comedian.
Government and the thing, anything that people doing, that comedian, that serious thing that people doing here, so there people watching the screen.
No, but I noticed something when you can make people laugh or you comedian by yourself.
Let the thing here, let the people watching the screen, they say Chinese people coming, Japanese investor then coming in the country will not be there. They clean the country. They here. Real thing, that police car, then parking, you see police, you see immigration, you see fire service. The people they there.
But the rain, can the rain will clean the floor too.
They watching quota that worker development. And you say the papa can develop that country. And you say the papa can no achievement. And that's why you can say you can always look for the papa that you look for it. You say the papa not get achievement. Let here now. You're showing the papa achievement. But let's go ahead, my brother Frank. The papa achievement. You think papa will end the year with our achievement?
I get they have to do that right for their slave master, because this is complete slave attitude. That's a slave mentality. All right. I mean, so you yourself can't clean your city for you yourself. So someone will be coming from a different country. Then before you bring fire truck, where no fire truck, nothing in the country, like they said. So your slave master will be coming. Then before you can clean your city, before you can make your city nice, but you can't make it nice for yourself. So you know what? I think if they really want to do this, they should go to Waterside. All the trash that part there, right? Because when I in Waterside pass there, the trash, it bill until it almost reaching the sky. They should go take it from there. And then they should go to Omega. Omega, there's some kind of drainage there. I mean, mosquito, wow, everything there. I mean, dirty and stink. In fact, the trash again almost reaching the sky. I mean, to all the market. They should go there in the city, and, you know, and go clean it. Then talking about wasting money to clean the quota, to make the quota. Look, you can even watch our quota from now to Judgment Day. It will not be, moreover, it will not be us. The people set it in Japan, the people set it in China. So you think when the Chinese come, man, these people live life. These people know how they are setting looking. So no, you can do that setting how you want to do it. It will be nothing to them. But again, Liberian, you see, the government that you elected, this government does not have your time. When your horses are burning, they don't come with fire truck. In fact, they can say no police coming, no fire truck in the country. You know, then you're using their bucket, you're using bucket with sand to cut the fire, or you calling neighbor to come and throw stone for the fire to go. But you have to stay, your horses burn and they can't come down. These are the people that you elected. But look at them, they're cleaning the floor. They say they're cleaning quota so that when the Chinese come, so that the quota can be pure white. So that when they walk, and you know, they can be walking like they in Japan. They can be walking like they in China. No matter how you do that thing, Moravia will not be like Japan that the people city. It will not be like China like the people city. You fooling yourself. Go and take all the garbage that you have in those places. But again, what I want to say here, right, Liberian people, 2029, please, I beg you, y'all do the right thing. Y'all do the right thing. Get these people out. All right? Because we said these things before this past election. And now you see what is going on. You, the judge, don't allow anyone come to you to lie to you again. You know what you're going through. You know what you are enjoying or what you went through when President George Weah was there. Now you know what you are going through with this current government.
Sure.
You do your analysis. Don't allow anybody to come to you to tell you, say, I will give you $10, I'll give you $20, go and vote. I will give you 20 or 25, go and vote. Don't do that. You want eat their money. But don't do that again. Don't allow anyone to come and lie to you, because it is about you. It is about your children future, and the next generation. Whatsoever decision that you did, it affected you, your children today. All right, and then it's taking Liberia back instead of 6 years, it's taking Liberia back to 12 years. Because even if President George Weah come back, or whosoever that will come back, they're going to find it high again, because you have to resettle again.
Sure.
That's the kind of
position
you can put Liberia in.
Thank you so much, my brother. My brother Jake, let's hear from you as
Yeah,
well.
but Brandon, as you, that project, a mini project, how much money was spent?
My brother, when you call the money behind the project, you get hard problem. You get hard problem. That's $7,555. That just to buy
7,000?
how you call no wait, I come in that wait, I come I'll get you the breakdown. $7,555 to
Care for
buy the water.
that
Now for the
roundabout.
now for the water here though, I gave you the breakdown for the water to buy the water to put it in that truck. The men were able to use $3,875 for the gas because they need gas for the pressure machines, a special according to them, a special pressure machine. So for the operation itself, after buying the thing for the operation itself,
Yeah.
they are spending at least about $350,000. So, bah, I mean, go ahead. Yeah. You say
Wow.
$350,000. You think that we think that Naira we're talking about.
But then,
$350,000 project to clean that place.
but
That just
then,
ESW Junction, not on Broad Street. That ESW, because you know when the cars are coming from how you call
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
airport, and they play they will come, you know, and
Yeah,
then they
and
play
then
they
they
get
pass through
roundabout,
there to the executive mansion.
and they say they get roundabout down there, then they pass there they go. So that is there, my brother.
Wow.
Yo,
But praise that is now. I think that what the Liberian people choose, that what the Liberian people voted for, and they seeing it now. So nothing changed. And the president just made statement that they're working, they're doing everything in the country. Let it be lying to that say why the time getting closer. Coming 2026 now. Coming 2026. Before the dry season finish, now straight another rainy season hit. When they start nothing, 3 years gone, then we probably a lot time. Then the CDC headquarters finish now a lot time. So let it be cleaning the city. Let it be cleaning the city, spending a huge amount of money. While we don't even have drinking running water in the country. We don't even have common running water. You think about $300,000. Well, we get rainy season already. Where the rain will come, it will watch it flow. It will watch a quota. The only thing you need to do, you need to watch a quota. No. You sweep the area. You take people from the MCC. They take the garbage on as a group coming. They clean that whole street and things then. Now you'll be watching the quota. You'll get rainy season.
police
Then
not
you
tell the
spending that kind of
MCC people
money.
now, and the police take the MCC people job. Police, I say one thing the NCC now. We know in
Yeah.
Liberia we can sweep our street, but now the people say police not take my brother, the money that inside a small thing, 300,000
Yeah.
plus. You think police will not be there?
Yeah,
Go
but
sit down
Prince,
there.
that the United Party now, you know,
I know.
the United Party, if you look at our history and our countries, they don't develop. They don't develop nothing. No, they just there to eat money. They don't develop. Look at the first, look at man, Eric Johnson said it 12 good years in the country. You can come with a project on 5 fingers. A reality, 5 fingers. The famous thing she did, only 2 major things she did in the country. The ministerial complex and the
Leo.
airport. And the airport, that's all.
Come here, Leo.
So
Leo dancing was raining. The time they were washing that street. It was raining. Rain was falling. That time they were washing that street. 350.
you joking?
Oh, okay. It was raining. It was raining. The time they were washing the street. It not fun. But my brother, I want to thank you all, man. I want to thank
Yeah,
all
go
of
ahead.
you,
Yeah,
for the
black
time. I
people.
want to say thanks to all of you. Thank you so much,
The
family, for being
weekend.
here, for sharing, for being in the comment section. I want to thank you all. Until we meet again, hopefully by tomorrow, where we'll be
Yeah.
here. I want to say thank you all. Have yourself a God bless day and bow from our end.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies just go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You'll see a Liberia that will give you hope. You'll see a Liberia Well, corruption will be thing of the past.